Hi everyone, so welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to help you decide which is the better hosting for your WordPress website, EasyWP, which is Namecheap's Managed WordPress Hosting, or Godaddy's Managed WordPress Hosting. And I'm not going to just compare the features of both the plugins like most comparison websites do, especially the popular ones. They never use the service and they just compare list the features and compare them. So I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison. So you can see there are two identical websites, and this website bonjour.website is hosted on EasyWP, you can see here, and this one is hosted on Godaddy's Managed WordPress Hosting. So I will do a side-by-side comparison and show you which first comparison will be the performance test. And for this I'm not going to do a speed test or something like that, because that both the servers are located in different locations, so that will differ a lot. Instead I'm going to show you the real experience of both websites. So let's start, and this is the Godaddy one. So now let's try to reload the front page. You can see how it loaded, and now let's try the EasyWP. So there's a slight lagness. I would say the performance was kind of equal, but now let's try to browse the store. And this is like not a simple blog kind of website, but it is a full-fledged e-commerce store. If you're interested in learning how to create this kind of store, you can watch my other tutorial. I have shown exactly how you can create this website. So this is the store, and now let's try to browse a product like this bag. Okay, you can see it loaded pretty fast, the whole page loaded pretty fast. And now let's say we want to check out another product. So I think the loading time is really quick. Now let's check another product. Okay, I think the loading time is really awesome, and I would say this website is really fast and the user experience is very good. So now let's try to browse a different category. So now let's try to browse a product. I think this is the EasyWP, and now let's do the same with Godaddy's Managed WordPress Hosting. So let's try to visit the store now. Let's go to store. Okay, the loading time was nice, and now let's try to browse the product. I will try to browse the same products which I did with EasyWP. Okay, so initially you can see there's a slight lag in the loading time. This related products loaded pretty fast. Let's browse another product, and there's a slight lag, but let's browse another product. Okay, so there is a very slight lag, but I would not say it's a very big lag, but yeah, the results are in front of you and you can better judge which hosting was better. In my opinion, the EasyWP was a bit quick. So now let's try to browse the men category like we did with EasyWP. Okay, so this page loaded quite quickly. Now let's try to browse some products. Okay, so there is the products page is loading pretty fast. There's just a slight lag, and when we try to do the same with Bonjour website, okay, I think the page loading time is almost equal. Okay, yeah, I mean, I would say both the performances of both hosting is almost equal. So there can be a slight difference, but that will be quite minor. And so that's performance. Now let's try to add a product to the cart and see how it performs. This is EasyWP. Add to cart. Add to cart. Okay, I think so. This is basically the real world usage performance, and you can see both the hosting are basically neck to neck. And I would it's hard to say if one is better than other. So sometimes there may be a slight lagness in either of the hosting. So that's about it. Now let's compare the features, and I'm not going to just visit both website and just take their word for granted. Instead, I have tested this web products very thoroughly, and I'm going to show you what my observation was. So for this I have created an Excel sheet, And here you can see this is the EasyWP and Godaddy Managed WordPress Hosting, and I have created this list based upon the features I think are actually important, and this is all based on my my usage. So in terms of budget, I think EasyWP is offers better value for money. If you buy it annually, I think you can buy it for like $50 for 1 year, the highest plan, and $45 the WP Turbo plan. Later I will show you my recommended plans. And in the GoDaddy, plans are a bit expensive, and especially when in the second year when you will renew them, they will be more expensive. So the first year you may get a discount. So yeah, so if you decide to go with GoDaddy, there may be some sale, so you can buy that. And then latest price, you can check it on this option. The link to this comparison table will be provided in the description, and it is smarthelpguides.com/hosting. So you can see the comparison table and and see if there is an update or anything. And the monthly plans, well, yes, both hosting companies offer monthly plans, and if trial is available, well, trial is only available with EasyWP. The first month plan is actually offered at discount at $1, $2 and $3 respectively. There are 3 plans, and you can get it for just $1 or $2 or $3 depending on the plan. And with GoDaddy Managed Hosting, there is no such option. You will have to buy the monthly plan, which is quite expensive. And refund policy, yes, both hosting company offer refund policy, and both are quite popular and well known. Testing duration, but I would recommend you to check the refund policy on their website, and for that you can visit the comparison table page and you will find a link. And testing duration, I have tested EasyWP for more than 2 months, and same for GoDaddy. I have used both these services for more than 60 days, so I can really tell you like which service is better. And sites allowed, on both hosting companies allow only one website per plan. So it's not like shared hosting where you could host multiple websites on a single hosting package. That's called add-on domains. So if you're interested in that kind of plan, you can also say just to visit the smarthelpguides.com/hosting, and you will get better options which allows more than one website on a single package. And in terms of custom domain email service, both companies do not offer any kind of custom domain email service. You will have to get their paid plans, which are quite cheap, but still I wanted to point that out because that's really an important feature. And for backup, EasyWP offers a manual backup solution, but with GoDaddy they offer auto backup solutions which are weekly, daily, and so in this case GoDaddy wins. And in terms of CDN, EasyWP offers their own CDN, free CDN, but it's very limited. Limited amount of traffic is allowed, and the features are quite limited. And same with GoDaddy, they offer a CDN, but it's even more limited than the Namecheap one. Basically, there's no configuration. All you can do is toggle the turn on or off switch. So that's about CDN. And in terms of support, I would say 5, give both companies 5. They are just average in terms of support. And for panel, both companies use a custom panel. They do not use cPanel. Location of the servers, that's a drawback EasyWP has. So unless your customers only reside in United States or your audience, then that's good. You can select EasyWP without any hesitation. But with GoDaddy, you do get an advantage, and they offer multiple server locations. But in my personal experience, if I will be completely honest, even if you select the closest location from GoDaddy, there is a slight lag in web. I don't know for why. Maybe they are overselling or something, or their servers are not optimized. But you can see even in my performance comparison, the EasyWP server was United States and GoDaddy was Europe, but still they both perform quite equally, and I would say even give a slight upper hand to EasyWP. So you can decide by, I would suggest, try the EasyWP trial first and then go with GoDaddy if you're not satisfied. And in terms of uptime, I did not notice any downtime on both hosting companies, and speed with caching was good with EasyWP, and they offer their own plugin. Same with GoDaddy, but I experienced slight lagginess. And resource allocated to for your website are good for both hosting companies. Caching is available with both hosting companies, and with the SSL feature for EasyWP is only available with the Turbo and Supersonic plan. But with Godaddy Managed Hosting, yes, it is available, but again with some plans, if you buy the annual package of higher plans, you will get free SSL certificate, else you will have to buy it separately by paying for it. And in terms of is it worth it, in my opinion, for EasyWP I would say yes, it's value for money, and for GoDaddy I would say yes, the service okay, especially given the pricing of both the hosting company plans. I think EasyWP offers a better value for the money. So that, but again, it's up to you. It's just my observation and my opinion. So the recommended plan, I would recommend the Supersonic plan annual, as it comes with all features and you get 50% discount. WP Turbo is comes with less feature and it costs only $5 less than the Supersonic. So for per year you can pay an extra 5 years $5 and get a lot more features. So again, GoDaddy, there are various deals and sales going on, and it differs a lot. So you will have to do some research. And and for cons, I would say the biggest con of EasyWP is first I would say the location. It's only limited to United States. Then you cannot use Cloudflare. It's very restrictive in terms of customization. You can use Cloudflare, but that's completely useless, as you are not able to use their CDN service or firewall or anything. Only you can use their DNS resolution, which that makes it completely useless. And there is no free SSL with the starter plan. It's 2020, everyone should be giving a free SSL certificate with all hosting plans. That's a basic necessity for websites in 2020, and they are not offering that. So I would say I would give them a thumbs down for this. And there is no file manager interface. So if you want to do anything with your file, upload, download or anything, you will have to use FileZilla FTP client, and there is no file manager. While with GoDaddy you get a file manager and also FTP access. So yeah, that makes things much easier. So that's a plus point for GoDaddy. And some plugins are blacklisted by Namecheap, which consume a lot of resource. So if you want to see the list of these plugins, the link will be in the description, and I would highly recommend you to please check that before buying a service from EasyWP. And for GoDaddy, again, no free SSL with some plans. So like I said, same thing applies for GoDaddy. It should be a basic feature for hosting in 2020. And slow speed at all location compared to other services. So from my experience, I have experienced slight lag in speed, especially because it is closer to my location than United States EasyWP, but still the performance is not that fast as it should be. And then they have this very aggressive upsell spam. They will try to sell you that SEO optimization and all that extras. I would categorize them as spammy emails, promotion emails. So that's a little annoying feature I do not like about GoDaddy, because you do not they sell you useless stuff, quite a lot of useless stuff, for SEO and stuff, which a lot of beginners would probably fall for. But yeah. And audience feedback I have received, so people have complained about EasyWP that they do not get free SSL and the Cloudflare features are not available. and with Godaddy I have received mainly complaints about this complaints means feedback on my YouTube videos that I've created about this hosting companies. People do a lot of complaint about the SSL. So guys, this was my comparison, and I hope you found it useful. So I hope this helped you in making a decision to decide which hosting company to go. My recommendation would be to go with, try with EasyWP, as you can try their monthly trial plan, and then if you're not satisfied, move to Godaddy Managed Hosting, as you will have to commit to an annual plan, as the monthly plans are quite expensive and it doesn't make any sense to buy the monthly plans. But again, the final decision will be yours, and if you want to see the comparison table, go to smarthelpguys.com/hosting. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next video.